What's up, everybody? Welcome to Podcast Now. I'm Alex, and in this video, I want to talk about how I have a theory that Batman is not dead. Now, this is not the only person, right? I'm not the only person that I believe has thought of this, right? Ever since the reveal trailer first came out, with them doing a pretty shocking turn of events that Batman is gone, or at least, you know, what they say, they actually cut it off, right? Right before they say Bruce Wayne is, and they cut kind of the feed off. A lot of people have spoken up to say, hey, I don't think he's dead, or I think he's this, or I think he's that. I agree. I think, and that's kind of what I want to talk about in this video. Talk about maybe what they could do in this game, why Batman's not dead, where is he, all that kind of stuff. So we're going to talk about that right here. So firstly, I just don't think, and here's the thing, like I said, I've talked about, you know, how this is brave, bold, all that kind of stuff. I don't want to bore you guys with the details. What I will say is I do not think they will start a DC universe, a new DC universe, by having Batman dead. Okay, I really just do not think that's going to happen. We know the Suicide Squad game. Now, I'm recording this before the game gets shown at DC Fandom. Okay, you guys are seeing this afterwards, but I'm recording it before. So I personally do not think we will see Batman in this Suicide Squad, you know, teaser. We'll see if, you know, my prediction is true right in the future. But I feel like that's not going to happen. But I do feel like he is alive. I do not think he is dead in this game. I think something with the Court of Owls has happened. Now, I've seen people bring up the assumption that maybe he is transformed. Maybe they took him. Maybe they tortured him. Maybe he's stuck in their maze, right? The maze from the comics. I think they're onto something. I really do. I think that the Court of Owls have him. In fact, even when they were talking about this game at DC Fandom, one of the things they talked about is how, well, there's a lot more surprises and there's more twists and things like that regarding not just the Court of Owls, but more. I really do feel like that right there is a tease for Batman. I feel like, you know, when you say, hey, the Court of Owls is a main player in this game, but there's going to be more surprises to it, I think that's what you're talking about. So again, because we're going to have this game, we're going to have Suicide Squad kills the Justice League, Warner Bros. Montreal is going to go again, all of this different stuff. I just cannot imagine that they start this game off or start this universe off and then have multiple games in this universe by not having Batman in it at all. I really, really don't think they would do something like that. Again, yes, is it brave and bold that they're willing to basically spend this entire game on the Bat family? Yes, and I think that's a cool thing. I think being able to play as these characters would be a pretty fun thing and will be a pretty fun thing to do. I know some people have even brought up, you know, you had kind of the coffins at the end of the game and you had like a Talon come out of it. We'll have to see how they handle the Talon thing, but I do kind of subscribe to the idea that Batman could very well be one of them. Now, does that mean we're going to kind of get like a boss fight against Batman? Because honestly, there's only two, really, in my opinion, there's only two ways they go about this. So there's only two ways this is going to end up going. Number one, I mean, I guess there's three if we consider that we are all wrong and they are very bold and they go with this game and they say, no, Batman is dead and we're not going to touch him. The other two is that he is kind of transformed into a villain, in which case we'll have to fight him and kind of bring him back. Or number two, he is just captured or, you know, something like, you know, incapacitated in some way and we'll have to bring him back. Okay, those are the, I guess, three ways that we could do it. The thing that scares me is, you know, I wasn't on YouTube at the time, but I was a big supporter of the theory that Joker was not dead at the end of Arkham City, with the whole Batman with the vial in his hand, how they switched hands for whatever reason, all this stuff. I was a huge supporter leading into Arkham Knight that Joker was not dead, that he would come back, you know, fully alive. Technically, with the Easter egg that he was alive, right, and then he let himself basically be burned alive, is that technically officially canon in the Arkham world? I feel like you kind of have to say it is, right? With all that being said, I guess the way they went about it, right, is I think there honestly was a huge group of people going into Arkham Knight saying, okay, I really do think Joker is alive. And they were bold enough to say, no, you know, we're going to do it. We're obviously going to bring Joker in the game, which was a whole nother debate, right, whether or not Joker would be in it or not. But we are going to bring Joker in, but he's not going to be, you know, actually back, right? And then at the end of the game, he's like, you know, he's officially gone. I'm just kind of worried for those that want Batman in this, and even for myself, because I do want Batman in this, okay? I am on your side. I want Batman to return. I don't want this to be a game that's so... I mean, I do. I want to be able to play as the Gotham Knights, but at the same time, I just can't imagine they end this game with Batman still being gone, especially if we can figure out this Court of Owls thing, especially if there's some resolution with them by the end of this game. I feel like there's going to be something with Batman there. But I am just worried that maybe they do the same thing that Rocksteady did, where it's like, okay, well, we can have all these expectations, we can have all these theories, we can have all these very, very good theories as much as we want, but at the end of the day, they're just going to go forward and say, no, you know what, we are going to be very bold, and we are going to do this. Like I said, I'm willing to put myself out there. I know the game obviously just got formally, revealed yesterday. We still got 6-7 months until this game actually releases. I understand all that. I get that I'm not even going off of very much at all. My theory is just that he's alive, and my theory is that we are going to see him. Will we play as him by the end of the game? I mean, that would be cool. I think, I hope something like that would happen. But obviously, I'm not going, off of much. So people that say, oh my God, like you're not even coming up with that many facts. I'm willing to put myself on the board and say, okay, day after this game comes out, 6-7 months before this game releases, right? A day after it gets announced, 6-7 months before it gets released, I'm going to say that I think Batman will be in this game. I do not think he's dead. I think that there is something kind of larger. And honestly, you think about what we've already gone through with the literally everything that's happened with all of the cryptic teasers and all this stuff. There clearly is more to the story than what we got. Something else is, do you guys remember Capture the Night? Remember that huge slogan that's going around? What does Capture the Night even mean in this case? What are we capturing? What night? Why is it KNIGHT, right? It's like they dropped that basically as their slogan, right? They you changed it to redacted, and they made that whole kind of like illusion thing their main go-to for this past week for the teasers, and now that we got this game. But what happened? What happened to Capture the Night? Does that literally mean that the night was... Do we reverse it? Like, is it literally the truth is scrambled? Is that going to be like one of the most important quotes of our life, basically, where capture the night really means like the night was captured? You know what I mean? And the game basically already told us a year ago that no, Batman is in it. It's just he was captured by them. And again, maybe he's evil. Maybe he, is just taken by them and we have to get him back. But he's not dead. He's captured. I wonder almost, and again, they cut off that recording when she says, like, Bruce Wayne is. I almost wonder if because, I don't know, do they say gone? Do they say disappeared? I don't even know if that's actually the right way you would, formally say it. You could say Bruce Wayne is dead. But if you were to say Bruce Wayne is gone, or whatever words you want to use, if it's not the word dead, then that's maybe a hint right there as well, right? So I don't know. The fact that Capture the Night has been their thing for so long, and then all of a sudden it's not in there anymore, right? And really there's no mention of why that's even a thing, but that obviously was a main component of their teases, of their kind of lead up to all of this. Why? Were we supposed to be introduced to that and then forget it just to kind of be reminded when the game comes out? Hey, you know what I mean? Like, if we find out Batman was captured, they could say, hey, remember Capture the Night? You know what I mean? Like, we got you guys off by surprise because a lot of you forgot about it. You know what I mean? It may kind of be like a cheap tactic like that, by the time this thing ends up happening. We'll have to see, but I feel like there's more at play here. I feel like there honestly is a bit of detective work. There is a bit of them not telling you the truth up front, which is not surprising, right? And I do think Batman is not actually dead. So guys, let me know in the comments below. What do you think? Do you think Capture the Night meant anything? Do you think it still means something? Do you think Bruce Wayne or Batman is gone? Do you think he was in one of those coffins, or that was kind of a hint? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. As always, make sure you guys are subscribed to this YouTube channel, Podcast Now. Hit the bell icon so you guys know when all these videos go up, and I will continue my coverage of this game. Obviously, videos either daily or every couple of days. Got a lot more to talk about with just what we've seen so far, and then obviously a lot more to go over the next several months. Okay, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you all on the next video.